Well, I'll tell you, that Survivor Series was simply amazing. 25th anniversary of the Undertaker. It was a huge deal, and just to be involved in that in any capacity was really an honor for me. And it's always great because I remember we had the 1,000th episode of Raw in St. Louis, and I was in the ring, and I forget what the exact scenario was, but basically I was surrounded by the bad guys, and then the gong hits, and it was just awesome, and the crowd is chanting, "This is awesome," and just great, and I get goosebumps because that's what this deal, that's what WWE is all about. I don't know if our audience in WWE Universe realizes this, but we feed off them as much as they do off of us. And when they're into a moment like that, it is amazing. Like I said, I got goosebumps because for me, that's when we talk about piercing the veil. Well, that's when the veil for me sort of closes, and I'm like, I am in the moment, and it's the epitome of why I got into the wrestling business, of why I got into the entertainment business, because I can lose myself, and for that moment, that's all that matters, and that's just an incredible feeling. And that happens with Undertaker, and it's just so cool because through the years we've been together through so much. Very unique, both of us. Bray Wyatt is sort of the new, taking that role as far as the character that has a supernatural component and the cool creepiness. But the fact then that we were able, to come in and be such fierce rivals, but then everything turned, and to be able to join forces and ally with ourselves, and then split, and then come back, and then split and come back. Again, that if you look at I'm a big fan of the old NWA and that sort of stuff, and you'd have these relationships and these feuds that would just go on for years and years and years, and it was the same type of deal. And I've said this many times, but I really believe it's true. I believe that the Kane Undertaker story, if you look at epic storytelling, and what I mean by that is if you look at Greek mythology, that's what it is, and it's the best piece of epic storytelling that WWE has ever done. I mean, there's this huge story arc with all these backstories and all these extremely powerful characters, and by that I mean the personalities, and to be able to make that work and work as well as it always has, is just amazing. And really hats off to Vince McMahon for being able to do that, with creative teams and his vision, as well as Taker, and as well as my good friend, the late Paul Bearer. I mean, there was a lot of moving parts, and everybody was always able to make them work smoothly, and the finished product was beautiful.